Hi Pisces, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot. How are you doing? Again, different background in here. I have a fan on. If the noise gets too much, could somebody please tell me? But it's very, very warm here. We've had a lot of storms and the air is very thick and warm, so I've had to put the fan on. But if it is a problem, then please let me know. I've had to turn it the other way because it was blowing my hair and I looked like I was in a TV advert or something like that. It looked really, really funny. So Pisces, how are you doing? This is your reading for September 2018. And it's almost like we're coming into the calm now. You know, we've had a crazy, crazy summer with the energies. You know, it's affected all of the signs and it's starting to come into the calm now. So just before I start your reading, if anybody would want a personal reading with me, please click the link below and it will take you straight to my booking page. It's very easy. It has your time zone and everything on there. So like I say, there's new stuff coming. The website was supposed to be up on 1st of September, but we're a little bit behind with it, but it is coming. Okay, so don't worry about that. So right, like I say, if anybody does want to read, and just click the link, and then now I can get on to the part that I like. Okay, the reading part. I hate the business side of things. So Pisces, I'm going to go with what I'm picking up psychically for you first, and then I will start with your reading. Okay, I've laid a few cards out initially, but I'm not even looking at them. Hi, Ivy, yeah, from Panama. Hi, it's lovely to see where everybody's from when I see these. And sorry, I don't talk too much when I do the monthlies for the signs. It's just I get a lot of emails, people complaining. You know, I get, oh, there's the cat decided to join us as well. That's little George, the weirdest cat in the world. So yeah, I'm going to go with what I'm picking up psychically, okay, Pisces? And I really, really feel the first thing I got here is restrictions, complications, people. I don't know. I really feel that there's a little bit of martyrdom here. And please don't, I'm not saying that in a bad way because I know your intentions are good, but it's almost like I feel your wings have been clipped, okay? And I mean, I say this all the time. I love Pisces. I love the creativity. I love that you're the dreamers of the astrological chart, you know? But it's almost like I feel there's entanglements or something where you feel like your wings have been clipped, or you have done this sort of willingly, okay? You know, you like to please, Pisces, and I really feel that it's like, all right, I'll give up on my happiness, or I give up on my dreams because somebody else needs me here, or they need this, or they need that, okay? And what I feel with this is the longer this carries on, it's kind of the worse it's going to feel to you, you know, because you kind of give up on your own soul and on your own dreams, and those that love you wouldn't ask you to or want you to, you know. So there's a real thing of here of freedom, okay? You thrive when you're free, and you kind of, I don't know, you crumble when you're restricted, okay? Because when I'm looking at you, it's saying here you have a lot of knowledge, you know. It's almost spiritual knowledge, emotional knowledge. You have a lot of dreams. I mean, your imagination, Pisces, is absolutely amazing. I just love Pisces. It's like, you know, I feel here some of you should be, you know, like living this free life, you know, where it's all singing and dancing. I mean, this island's very much like that, you know. It's I don't know. It would be interesting to go around and ask people, you know, how many of them are Pisces, because it's got a very Pisces feel, very creative. And I feel this is when you feel strong, okay? When you are creating, when you are allowed to be this dreamer, when you are allowed to let your imagination run wild as well, you know, and when you are allowed to bare your soul, because this is what you do, Pisces, okay? But at the moment, I just feel like it's somebody's put, or some situation has put armor on you, and it's almost like your sunshine, you're not shining, you know. Where's your sunshine? Your sunshine is being hidden. And I want to just say to you with this, it's almost like I feel you need to cut them ties of restriction, not cut them with other people, but like kind of say to them, you know, this is this is how I want to live my life, you know, and like I say, pursue it as well. You know, everybody has the right to live their life in their way, but anybody asking you to live your life in their way, that is kind of not cool. And I feel this month will be quite catalyst in you breaking free and feeling free and freeing yourself and freeing your mind as well, you know. So there's a real beautiful feeling there. Hi George. I think George would be Pisces if she was human. She's the weirdest cat. She's half deaf, she's half blind, she makes funny noises all the time, don't you? She has curvature of the spine, and she's just, you know, she's a little, I don't know, a little misfit, but she's so full of love, and it's absolutely beautiful, you know. So like I say, she just gets on, she does what she wants. So right, okay, that was what I was picking up psychically, Pisces. So I'm going to have a look at your cards now and see what we've got. Yeah, when I'm looking at your cards, I feel what I've just said there could be, this could be family restrictions or old family traditions, okay, that you're trying to follow. But I feel this is about you having to break the cycle, okay? And a lot of times this is very hard for us, because when we do what is expected of us rather than what we want to do. But what this does is this carries on old ancestral problems, you know, and then we pass it on to our kids, and then, you know, and it's going to carry on and carry on. So I really feel this wanting to move forward or wanting to go in a different way or whatever. It's not that you're rebelling. It's just that you know there's something more for you, and you know there's something more for your soul, but you might not want to be upsetting the family or upsetting the traditional values, you know, by being the black sheep or whatever of the family. Now, I always say that I'm the psychedelic sheep of my family, you know. None of them are like me in a way, you know, but the more I have said this is what I'm doing, and I'm not doing it just to piss you off, I'm doing it because this is what I need to, the more I've started to get, maybe not understanding, but they're respecting my decision, you know. So it's about putting these boundaries up and saying, I love you, but I'm not going to live my life for you, if that makes sense. Because it's almost like you've been patient, you've done the dutiful son, daughter, you've done whatever, but it doesn't make you thrive. It doesn't make you grow. It keeps you stuck. And this is saying here that it's time to stop that. George has just jumped up there. She's crazy cat. Crazy cats. That's like a proper Beat Generation thing, isn't it? You crazy cats. But yeah, Pisces, you saw crazy cats. I love it. So like I say, this is, you know, this is coming to completion. Sorry, I'm laughing. She's trying to get out the window there, and there's big mosquito nets on, so she's kind of looking at it thinking, well, I can get out of the ones in the other room. George, get down. So this is completion, okay, for you. This is the start of a new cycle where you are in control of you, okay? I think this is going to be a little bit hard for you to do, especially around mother figures or something like that, okay? Or it could be mother, it could be grandmother, but it's almost like you don't want to upset them. They just want to keep the peace. They just want everything as it should be. Everybody coming around for tea on a Sunday and, you know, playing little tea parties. But that is not, this is for you. It really, really irritates you. And I feel it's almost got an anxiety feeling in here. Now, this person loves you very, very much, but I feel a little bit of kind of cutting that umbilical cord in a way and letting them say, and I am not a child now, I value everything you've done for me, but I need to move away. They're saying, I don't know if this is some of you are thinking about moving away, but you need to move away. You need to breathe on your own without the aid of that umbilical cord, okay? So this is about you stepping out, stepping up and stepping out, okay, into your world. Now, yes, this might not be what other people want, but, you know, you would have so many regrets if you don't do this. Like I say, you're not doing this just to rebel. You're doing it because your soul needs it, and you're strong enough to do it. And I feel you've put yourself off for so long doing this, but this is now your chance. You know, you cannot do it any longer. This is where you're wanting your freedom. This is where you're wanting to be happy. This is where you're wanting to laugh again. You know, you're not wanting anxiety. You know, it doesn't work well with you, Pisces. You know, you're wanting happiness and contentment. And it's almost like saying to these people, you know, please, I shouldn't have to fight for my happiness. You know, I shouldn't have to do this, because there's this new beginning coming for you, which is fantastic. And I really, really love it. And it's almost like this month you're saying, like, okay, there is a big wide world out there. It's like a get out of jail free card you're getting. You know, you can free yourself here. And there are other like-minded people who think the same way as you, who are there waiting to help you. You know, you might not have met them yet, but it's almost like when you break away from these unhealthy family ties, and I'm not saying that your family is unhealthy. What I'm saying is being bound to these traditions and everything is for you, you know. But when you break away from that, it's almost like you will find your tribe. You will find other people who you connect with, like your soul family, if that makes sense, you know. And this is what you've been searching for. You're a seeker, Pisces. You know, you're very, very spiritual. You're very psychic. You're very in tune. Your world is always full of color. You cannot live in monochrome. You cannot live in beige, you know. Beige just makes you go blah. That's what it just said there. And you cannot do that. You need your soul alight. You need to, you know, taste that freedom, smell that freedom. You need life without restrictions, okay? And you've been doing a lot of soul searching, and I feel with this, it's almost like you need to understand that, you know, your happiness does not come from pleasing other people. It will come from pleasing yourself, okay? And eventually then people will see the change in you and kind of step back a little bit and think, you know what, I thought I knew what was right for them, because they're only doing it out of love and care. They're not doing it to be nasty, you know. But this is saying there's changes got to come, you know. It's almost like that Sam Cooke song, or Otis Redding, whoever you want. It was Otis Redding's birthday today, so happy birthday, Otis. When I was pregnant with my daughter, I thought I was having a boy, and I was going to call her Otis if she was a boy. My mum hated it. And when I was about 6-7 months pregnant, my mum got a new puppy. And when I went to the house, I said, oh, he's beautiful, big German Shepherd, big long-haired German Shepherd. What's he called? She went Otis, because she didn't want me to call the baby after the dog. I thought it was funny. So yeah, sitting on the dock of the bay, Jennifer, you know, this is what you're doing. That is when you would be happy. Sitting on the dock of the bay, just watching, you know, watching everything going on, because you like the simple things in life, Pisces, you know, and you like to push yourself, but you don't have this massive ambition to be rich and famous and all of this. You just like being you, you know. I love the childlike quality around Pisces. So this is saying, you know, you've waited that long now, that this is time for change as well. And I feel that all you need to do is be strong and assertive within this when you are talking to your family members, and you will find that you will get their blessing. I feel, you know, you will get their blessing, especially as we go into October. Now, some of you, there's a lot more money coming for you as well in October. And it's almost like you're gonna, by doing this, right? Okay, this is interesting. By doing this and by breaking the cycle, you're gonna break old family ancestral karma, okay, which will clear the way for the younger generation. So if any of you have children or nieces or nephews or anything like that, it's almost, if you feel you can't do it for you, do it for them, okay? Because this is it. It's, you want to inspire, you know, you want to be like sort of, you know, oh yeah, auntie such and such or uncle such and such done this, you know, and you want to be an inspiration to you, not just yourself, but to the younger generation. And it's almost like Roger Bannister, you know, he wanted to do the 4-minute mile, and everybody said it couldn't be done, you know. So he practiced and practiced and practiced, and eventually he done it. Now, once he'd done it, so many other people done it. And it was before that people had thought that it was impossible, you know, so they didn't even strive to it. But what he done, he showed them that the impossible was possible. And it's like, I'm possible. And it's almost like, this is what you've got to do here. You know, you have to be assertive. You don't have to be nasty and kick off and go, I'm doing it my way. That is not the way to do it. You know, do it with a gentle approach, do it with a Pisces approach. And I feel this will heal a lot of old family stuff as well, you know. So like I say, you're doing this with love. You're doing this because you love your life. You're doing this because you know that if you're sitting somewhere where you're not happy, that your soul is kind of, you know, it's parched, and you need to water it. You need to nourish it. You know, you are, like I say, awash with emotions, and this is beautiful. But when you try and quash them and turn them off, it's part of you. You're turning part of you off, and this doesn't work. So I feel this month is about you standing up for yourself. Okay, there might be fear around this. You might be scared to go forward, but do not let fear stop you, you know, because like I say, your soul is crying out for this nourishment. There's fire around you, fire signs as well, I feel. And it's almost like I feel being around these will stir your creativity as well. So there could be some kind of muse around there, you know. When you are inspired, that's when you can inspire others. And this is when you can move on. When you are feeling lost and lonely and lacking and feeling like whatever you are doing is wrong and that you're not understood, this is not inspiring you. This is where we're getting to the point, like I talked about in the beginning, where you're going insular and internal, and that is not a good place for you to be, you know. So this is what we need to do. It's stepping away from your comfort zone. Okay, seeing there's a big wide world out there. The universe wants you to explore. You're like an explorer, you're like an adventurer, you know. This is like, when I'm reading this reading, it's like Christopher Columbus going out to discover, you know, whatever he does. And this is just, all you need is to let that idea sort of grow and flourish. And you know, you're done with the struggle in here. You know, this is it. It's over. You shouldn't have to struggle. Your soul needs to sing. And when you step into your true Pisces being, you know, despite what anybody else is saying, it's almost like I'm saying this. It's such a, the energy I'm getting with this is fantastic. It's almost like where you've been held back, there's this like this ray of light, this spark, this imagination, and you know that you can do it. It's you know what, you're finding the belief in yourself again this month, Pisces. You know, where you have been bogged down, you're finding your belief, okay? And this is you. Like, it's almost like listening to the music of the universe. You know, the universe is calling you, and you are ready to answer. No more worrying about it. You know, this is it. You've learned your lessons, and you've learned that you are not happy when you stay stagnant. Some people, that is great for them. Some people, to live in a beige world, that is fantastic for them. But you need color, you need excitement, you need ups and downs, you need all of that adventure. You know, you need your life to be like a fairground, like a merry-go-round. You know, this is what you need. You know, it's almost like all of your senses need to be stimulated. You know, your sound, your vision, your touch, everything like that. You need to feel, and whether this is deeply or whether this is, you know, whether this is feeling sad emotions or feeling happy ones, you still need to feel. You know, when you cut them off and you just kind of flatline, that is no good. That's exactly what you're doing. You're flatlining, you're existing, you're not living. And this is what you need, okay? So I feel between now and Halloween, for some reason, it's almost like this is it. You're going to put the joy back into your life. You're going to have this massive transformation, this metamorphosis, you know. It's almost into the butterfly. You'll find your wings, and your wings are all psychedelic colors and everything, you know. And it's, you're leaving the pain in the past. Sorry. In the past, and you're flowing. You know, this is what you want to do. And you know what? The gratitude that is coming through with this is absolutely fantastic. You know, I think you value your upbringing. You value what you've learned from it. You know, even if it wasn't good, you've learned from it here. You know, but it's about you now going and finding your way in the future. Now, I feel there's been a disappointment in love for some of you, but it's almost like they're saying there, get over it, right? And I'm not saying that in a flippant way. It's like you're going to get over it, okay? And you're going to get over it when you start living for you. But, right, okay, they were saying there, living for you, but loving for you, okay? This is it. I mean, some of you may have even picked partners who you think the family will approve of, you know, rather than who is it that actually I approve of? Who is it that makes me feel good? You know, but this is it's like you're stepping off to freedom. This is fantastic. I really, really love this. I love this. And there's a lot of love coming in for you, okay? It's almost like you kind of plan because everything is just going to unfold as you go. But it's like with every step, the new step appears, you know, and this is the adventure of it. Some of you could be looking at new work. Some of you could be looking at branching out and working for yourself, or taking something that you do creatively and making it work for you, okay? Because this is when we are working best, you know, when we do a job where we don't feel that we're working at all, you know. And I feel like I say, your creativity is there. You might not trust yourself, but it's almost like just try it and see what happens, you know. So this is absolutely great. It's a challenge for you, but take this challenge on, because this challenge will give you huge rewards in the future, Pisces, okay? Remember your magic. Remember your magic. This is it, okay? So remember your magic, and remember your magic as well, because this is it. Put down the burdens, put down the responsibilities you're holding for other people. You can still take them, but in little doses, okay? It's not full on. You need to take control here. You need to stop the resistance. It's almost like I'm getting a freedom fighter here, you know, and this is it. You need to tell the truth to yourself and other people. This is where you will find your security, and you need to let the love in as well, because you're some of the romantics of the astrology sign, you know. You're romantic, you're loving, you know, you're tuned in. So it's kind of like, what is it that Timothy Leary, turn on, tune in, drop out. And this is what I feel is coming in for you, Pisces. This sounds like it's going to be one hell of a party for you. Come to Ibiza. It's crazy. You'll fit right in. But this is it. You know, you need to share your experiences with people that get it, that people that resonate on that soul level with you, where it's like, you know what, you're a weirdo. Yeah, me too, you know, and this is what you need to find. This is what you need to flourish as well, okay? And this is what is coming in this month. So Pisces, I love that one. I'm so pleased I done Pisces. I wasn't going to do it. Right, okay, so what have people seen saying? From love we came, in love we are, to love we. Right, okay. Steve. Hi, Steve. We are greedy, scary, and jaded too. I never see that of Pisces. Like I say, some of my best friends are Pisces, and I love them. I really wished I was Pisces. I feel I resonate a lot with Pisces, even though I have no Pisces in my chart whatsoever. I'm sure I'm not me, you know. I'm sure I was switched at birth in the hospital, or, you know, my mum used to tell me I was left on the doorstep by a gypsy. And you know what? It would not surprise me if I was. You know, that actually makes so much more sense, because I just don't fit in with the family thing. Pisces moon, Steve. Yes, so Pisces is where your emotions are. Then, you know, you're a very emotional Pisces. Your emotions come from Pisces, because that's usually our moon sign. It's where our emotions are. Right, okay, so I'm pulling the spirit card for you, but there you go. Right, okay, honesty. What a lovely card this. And it says, love, compassion, and truth will heal the present situation. Be honest with yourself. Discover what it is that you truly desire. Then speak your truth clearly. Always speak with love and compassion, and know that the truth will never harm anyone when spoken from a place of love. And this is it, you know, this is what I'm saying, you know, to these, whoever it is that's holding you back, or that they think that they know what's best for you, you know, just say this with love. And it's, if you loved me, you would have let me go and explore. And even if I mess up, even if I fuck it up or whatever, at least I have then had the experience to do it, okay? Because when we are held back, we can build resentments and things like that, you know? So I love this card. I really, really love this card, this reading. It's almost like, yeah, this turn in, tune in, drop out. You know, the magic bus, Ken Kesey and all that went on the magic bus. And it was like, you know, the 60s when we got this, like, you know, the summer of love, and you know, there was this freedom, there was this hope around people, and you know, people could see that they were starting to make a difference, you know, from this. The 50s had been very, you know, 30s, 40s, 50s was very sort of traditional and segregated, and people were at war, and you know, people done what they thought they should. And then the 60s came along, and there was this freedom that was discovered. And thank you, Steve. That's the best compliment I've had this week. You know, so this is it. It's like, you know, the 60s was so full of hope. You know, we thought we could have change, and we did, and it changed so much, you know. And this place where I live now, it's like going back to the 60s, 70s. It's all very, you know, it's very just mellow, you know, and people, there's no restrictions really, but people communicate and people get on, and it's such a refreshing relief to be around that, you know. I love where I'm from, but you know, it was very oppressive, and I struggled to fit in because my ideas, I was always the weirdo, I was always the strange one. It was like, why do you have to have these crazy ideas, Tanya? And to me, they weren't crazy, but I would dim my light because it suited other people. And then here it's like, kind of, people are encouraging you to shine it, you know. So it's like I say, there are people out there, you know, you're not doing anything wrong by wanting to be you, Pisces, you know, because that is what you do best. And when you are allowed to flourish, that is when you are at your best as well. And everybody who loves you will then benefit from that. Okay, so I hope you like that. I absolutely love that one, Pisces. Have an absolute fabulous September. Okay, please let me know how this resonates for you as well. I think one of my friends who's Pisces is coming out the end of this month as well, so that'll be lovely to see them. Do they have LSD in the water there? You know what, Steve? I have actually said that at times. I've said, I'm sure they put something in the water over here, you know, because it's just, it's bizarre. I kind of put it into words, but I am, when I start this Patreon site, I am going to do a lot more sort of personal videos of places I go on the island, and just let you know and let you see the island as well, you know, and see sort of the way of life here as well, you know. It's that's it. But I won't be doing them on this YouTube thing because, like I say, a lot of people don't want to see that, so it'll be the people that choose to that will. Okay, so happy new moon to you, Jennifer. I'm away tonight. I'm going to do a new moon circle. It's called Moon Maidens, and it's fantastic. So the last one was very, very powerful, and see what this one brings. But you know, this month for you, Pisces, I feel it's going to be a breaking free, but feeling free as well. You know, it's such a fantastic energy. You're really stepping into you. Okay, so have an absolutely fantastic September. If anybody does want a personal reading with me, click the link below and it will take you to my booking page. And I'm leaving you with lots of love and peace and all these colorful rainbows and whatever, because that is what your September is going to be. Okay, Satnam.